Hello, this is Olivier. Since things have quietened down a bit, I'm finding a little bit of time here, and I think it's important that I run through as much as I can on BBSO, because there are lots of questions. I'm getting lots of mails. It's not that complicated, really. A lot more options, obviously, because we've had 4 versions. So let me run through as much as I can right now, very quickly. This you could call the main BBSO page, okay? And this is our main theory. This is my main way of trading. It's not as simple as it looks. What happens is we calculate a moving average here. Now this moving average I will reveal for the first time, since a lot of people are paying a lot of money for this EA. It's not just a normal moving average, because it is calculating using the entire trading process, which means selling, buying, baskets, everything. This is how all these points are determined, okay? This is what makes this difference. This system very different. So we calculate a moving average, simple or exponential, and from this moving average we take a standard deviation on top, a standard deviation on the bottom. Now why standard deviation? Because standard deviation moves very, very fast with price, as opposed to some other indicators like stochastics, etc. It can stay a long time in oversold or overbought positions. Standard deviation is great because it reacts very quickly. So we can get these variations in these bands here, and everything is optimized to the trading methodology that we're going to use. It's optimized according to max number of orders, according to what we're going to do down here, which is still a secret, what we're going to do up here, how we're going to sell, how we break even. This is what is great about this EA. You know, all this optimization takes everything into consideration. When we do test back, we're testing moving averages, we're testing how many orders you're putting in, we're testing how we're buying, we're testing how we're selling, and we're coming to a conclusion that this gives you this profit factor. So it's actually quite sophisticated. That's why you all like this BBSO module, and it's the best thing there is here. So let me go through the theory again. Basically, once you know everything's optimized, this moving average, top line, bottom line, ATR stops. Okay, I'll graphically put ATR stops because people want to see what they are. They're up here. See, there's take profit, and there's the ATR at the bottom, which is your stop, and ATR moves with volatility. So basically, when there's little volatility, it tightens like a noose, okay? And when there's a lot of volatility, it goes further away, which is my theory. You really don't want to get stopped out. You want stops to be far away. This is how you're going to make money, because if your stops are too tight, you're going to get stopped out all the time. You might as well get a scalper, and you know, I'm not going to get into that. This is not what we want to do here. What we're interested in is putting our stops in and our take profit. That's why they look so far. That's why I get so many emails. Why is it up here? Why is it down here? Okay, because what we're interested in doing is what we're seeing here. We're not interested in going here, and we're not interested in going there. That's just safety, okay? So what we're interested in doing is being below this band here, which is optimized, I remind you, or above this band here, which is optimized. When we get below this band, this is a great place to buy, and when we get above this band, it's a great place to sell. And the further your time frame is, the better it is, okay? Because it works much better on longer time frames. So basically here, what we would do when we come down here, the EA would start buying, okay? And he's going to buy, then he's going to calculate and optimize steps, And if the market keeps on moving up, that's fine. He might stay in one order until he gets to the top here. See these circles? Then he's going to sell. Okay? This is what he does. This is what BBSO does. And when he continues up here, something happens. I'm going to tell you. At one point, he's going to decide it's time to short. Okay? And we'll try and get back down here to get out. That's what it does all the time. Buying up here, selling up here. Now, what we've added is a basket. Can't see an example here, but let's say it starts buying here. These points are really good. I mean, if you want to use the CA just for buying points, it's fantastic. I mean, there's nothing better in the world, I can tell you. He'll buy here. Let's say the market goes down. Calculate steps. So start buying again. Start buying again. That's why you get all these pretty graphs. You see in my comments page. Start buying, buying. And then eventually, the market will go back towards the mean. We'll get this mean reversion I talk a lot about. And, you know, it's a very sophisticated system. What happens here, these ATR stops that you can see down the bottom, see if I can show them a bit more. I can't. Okay, they're here. They disappear and they become a different kind of trail. Say here, you bought here, you bought here, you bought here, you got this pretty basket thing going on. It becomes a break-even trail, which is optimized too, or you can put your own break-even. So here, it becomes a break-even trail. Okay, it starts trailing, and we'll try and get the most pips. But you know, the condition is when it gets to the top of the band, it's going to sell anyway, even if the band is below. That's why sometimes you get some losses. It's going to happen. I'm revealing a lot here, but it's about time I did. You know, the EA is priced enough. I'm revealing a lot, but we have many ways of coming out. But what it does usually is calculate the basket. Okay, if it feels that around here the basket is making enough money, it'll come out. That's why you got to let this thing optimize it. Stop fiddling with it and stop, you know, looking at bits and pieces. It's all done automatically. The trail is very complex. This working out this basket, and then we've added a break even, and it does well by itself. You know, if you want to, we've gone as far as, because we've added all these fixed variables. You can fix your stops and all that, but then you're breaking the logic. So this is BBSO. This is what you all like. This is what makes the most money. Okay. Now the other modules. This is where, you know, I put them in, and I'm getting a lot of flack. But it's really quite simple. Renko is very simple. This is the Renko chart. Okay. Renko chart of Europe. So it's very simple, Renko. Basically, the idea is, you know, it's building bricks. Okay, it has no time value. These bricks can take 1 minute, or they can take 3 days or 5 days. Okay, when the price gets here, a brick is formed, and then it gets here, another brick is formed. So the idea, the classical idea of Renko is when you have 3 bricks, you start buying. This is not bad here. 1, 2, 3. You start buying here. Okay, you would go up here and sell here. Okay, but this is very choppy markets right now. That's why Renko is not working very well. Look what's happening. There's no real, you know, strong. Look, there's no like straight line going up like we always see in Renko. Where's an example here? Well, this is almost one. Okay, you're going down here, but you got 3 bricks up here all of a sudden. So you're going to come out. And then, okay, this wouldn't be a bad Renko. But this is what's been happening, guys, in the last few days. Look, Renko is going like this. Oh, let's buy 3. It goes up a few points, and then boom, you get 3 down. Boom, so you get stopped out, whatever. Then you go 3 again, and boom. So, you know, it's not really trending. That's why you don't like it right now. But imagine Renko, I can't show on this chart. Imagine a Renko that does 3 bricks and just keeps on going like this, and this, and this, and this. This is what happens on trend days. This is what's going to happen in September, you know. It's just, it won't build these red bricks. There'll be hardly any. It'll just be a straight line like this. And you'll love Renko. And, you know, Renko is not, it's not difficult. If you go back here, okay, And let's see all the parameters. Let's go through the parameters. Okay, here we go. This is my general explanation of parameters. Okay, so now let's get it clear. Let's go through everything here. Equity protection. You put in the value, it's 10. You could put in 500. If it goes below 500, no more trades will be taken. Simple. Max spread. This is for exotic pairs like New Zealand or whatever, where you can put 10, or you know, if you don't want to get taken out by brokers that have huge spread, this is a variable you change. Use optimization. You could, everybody's saying, oh, all the charts are like doing it at once. Well, turn this off. Okay, turn this off here. No, put false. Okay, don't run optimization at launch. It's all here. Back hours. You always say, why can't we start at, okay, start whenever you want. Start at 2300 and then say 24 here, and every day it'll do an optimization 24 hours later. Okay. Max bars. I like 2000. You can put it to 10,000. That's what it's going to test back the bars on. The profit factor. This is a new thing. You know, you can now say I'm not interested in trading if the profit factor is not above 2. That's probably a good thing. Pips per trade minimum. Is to avoid some situations we've had where, like Canadian. That's why I hate this Canadian CAD stuff, where it gets very, very thin markets, and all of a sudden it starts trading quickly. So you put a minimum spread per trade, and we've also put some more safety in, like you won't take trades within 5 minutes, etc., to avoid some of the problems that I've had personally on my own account. So we've put in here Friday close. I mean, that's pretty evident. You turn it on and off when you start on Monday. Go on Friday. The main BBSO module. Okay, nothing much to do here. Magic numbers are automatic. You can look at your lots. Now you've got 2 time frames you can go through. Nothing much to do in the BBSO module. It's all automatic. Okay, the only thing is here you have all these parameters where they have 0. They're all being optimized. Now some of you are complaining about, oh, some of the auto optimization. If you look at my charts, they're all automatic. Pretty pictures, and they work quite well. But let's say you put in 12 max. You may want to play around with the steps here. And some people have been doing some work on that, and we're going to post a little bit more. You may want to fix some steps, like, you know, 2.5, or I don't know what the numbers were. 20, so you want large steps instead of having everything grouped together. That's easy to do. ATR period, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You can force your stop. You can put the stop you want. That's for those people who don't like this ATR stuff and complain about stops. Well, then put your stop in. Put 100 points in here. You know, put whatever you want here. Okay, put your profit at 10 pips if you want. 3 pips. You can do like the scalper. Right? You put 2 pips there and a 2 pip stop, and then you've got auto scalper that costs twice as much as mine. You know, easy. Force break even. We've put 20 in here. I prefer to put 0. That's what happens when the ATR stop. You know, the whole basket is going in profit, and you want to keep that profit. This is a very good addition, I think, we've had. And you can fix it at 20. So Steph likes it at 20. I like it at 0. I like it to calculate by itself. Now let's go through this Renko module, which is driving everybody wacko, and it's so simple. It's so simple. Look, if you don't want to, you know, I'm going to change the default, just put it on false, because then I won't get 50 emails a day. If you don't want it, turn it off. Okay? Magic numbers automatic. Lots. Okay? Auto calculate box size. Okay? Renko. This is a very sophisticated feature. This will calculate the best box sizes for the Renko brick building. I think that's pretty good. But you can turn it off, and you can get maybe nicer graphs if you put this to false. Okay, false. And then put in box size, which I can tell you right now, probably a 10 is a good one. Okay? You might get better